Good day, everybody. It's Hank Ula from Our Marketing Guy, and I have Jonathan Brown from JDB Consultants on. Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Good, and yourself, Hank?
Oh, awesome. This one's called. We're doing a chat today called "Oh No, I Have a Virus" because every now and then we get something popping up on our screen that says you have a virus. First
Sounds
of
like
all,
bad news.
it is. First of all, how often is that like somebody trying to hack our computer compared to our computer telling us we have a problem?
Well, more often it's people trying to hack your computer, but that doesn't mean you should be casual about that. Um, it's you see those kind of pop-ups as ways to try and that hackers use to try and gain access to your computer. Um, you should always familiarize yourself with what antivirus software you have, and make sure that it is actually your antivirus software that is popping up, and then you can be pretty safe at that point.
Does
Usually there's an icon in the tray in the lower right hand corner of your screen for Windows PCs, um, or in the Apple system tray that will tell you what antivirus you're loading, what antivirus you're running.
so every computer are all the Microsoft does this come stock with anything one that's running like Windows 7, 8, 8?
Um, Starting with Windows 7, there was some antivirus included in the operating system. However, the built-in free and a lot of the free antivirus systems are not nearly as good as some of the better paid uh, ones. They just have a lot. They have a lot better coverage, and of course, you can also get support from the manufacturer, which is a big deal if you need it.
And can you have more than one antivirus on your computer at a time? Just to
Um,
be doubly sure.
it's not recommended to have more than one active scanner at one time. You can have uh, multiple ones loaded, and then when you get a virus, and then have only one active, and then just launch the other manually when you do it. Myself, I have Microsoft Intune as my primary active antivirus, and then I use Malwarebytes, which is a freeware for secondary scanning, and the two together work pretty well if there's virus or malware. And typically when a client of mine gets antivirus, I will scan with whatever their primary antivirus is, and then do a Malwarebytes as a secondary scan,
So,
just because nothing's perfect. All the antivirus products have some holes, and so using two of them adds a little more security that you know that the system is virus free when you're done.
it's kind of like why we back up a couple of different ways.
Exactly, same idea.
And if you aren't sure, if you're not the trained professional, I guess it's always best to call a trained professional, um, like you. Can you get into somebody's computer and check for them either remotely or in person?
Well, yes, but only with their authorization. Um, some of our managed clients give us authorization to go in their computers whenever we need to, um, but but most of our clients we only go in their computers when requested.
Yeah. So in some case, if something popped up really horrible on their computer, and they had wrote your phone number down, they had it on that post-it. There is a way that you could even do it without having to make a call to their office. So you could help them from no matter where, almost no matter where.
Absolutely, there are some really nasty viruses out there that can't be removed remotely, because in some of the worst cases we actually have to take the hard drive out of the machine and scan it with a clean machine. And whenever you get into something like that, you definitely want an expert. Um, there's always some advantage to having someone who's done it a bunch of times, but most
Absolutely.
antiviruses can be cleaned by yourself. And if you run the dual scan situation I was discussing earlier, you're relatively safe if both of those come back clean.
All right. So There's your tip for the day, folks. Do not run without backup, and don't run without a virus protection. And for goodness sakes, if you're not sure what you have, give Jonathan and JDB a call, because they'll let you know what you got, and they'll fix it if it's wrong. This is Hank from our marketing guy. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Hank.